Today is 562nd day that I'm here to share lessons I learn, and I'm learning. I hope lessons to support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I'll speak about one of the biggest mistakes that people make, and that mistake is with time, the things that they have set for themselves. Let's say that you are late to a meeting, and you are late to a meeting 15 minutes, and the meeting is 1 hour long. So if you're late to a meeting 15 minutes, will you show up or say no? I'm already late, so I will not go to it. And if you're late 40 minutes and you will still have 20 minutes in that meeting, will you say that, oh, I'm 40 minutes late, I will not go for those 20 minutes? And I can tell you, people who say that I will show up anyways, they always get more than people who say, oh, I'm late, I do not want to bother other people, I do not want to be looked by other people, I don't want to be judged by other people. Because a lot of times you're late because something happened in your life that pushed your time, and a lot of times it's not your fault that you're late. Of course, it could be your fault as well, but a lot of times it's not your fault that you're late. But I really would love you to encourage to have mindset of it doesn't matter how late I am, I will show up because there is something for me to learn in a meeting. So that means when you go to a conference or seminar that really is regarding personal development, coaching, you always understand that every single meeting you are looking for one lesson that potentially could implement and that could change your life for the better. So that means it doesn't matter how long you are in the meeting. That meeting could be you come in that meeting late for 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and last 10 minutes was the golden minutes where you got that one idea that you go implement that idea immediately and everything changes. So that means that we need to understand that a lot of times when there is an opportunity for you to learn, get better, improve, it doesn't matter how much time do you have in that opportunity. What most important is to be able to be focused. So that means now at this point, when you let's say that you're late 40 minutes in a 1 hour meeting, and you of course you can be bitter and say, oh, I lost all those 40 minutes. And when you come to that meeting, you still think about those 40 minutes that you have lost. It doesn't matter what happened in the past, what you needed to do. When you come to the meeting late, you sit down and you focus exactly and engage in the 20 minutes and really forget about everything else. Now, I could say that this example is very important into relationships as well. So that means when we have, let's say that we have a date, or let's say that any kind of meeting between a girl and a boy, of course, and now one of the partners late for 20 minutes, and they have allocated 1 hour for that amazing day that they have set for themselves, and now one person is 20 minutes late. So what will happen to the date? A lot of times, because that one person was late for 20 minutes, now other person will be complaining for next 40 minutes how bad they felt when other person was late. So that means a whole hour were wasted because now one person was late. But imagine if you really enjoy being with that person and you really love that person and you want to be with that person. So it's much more important to have 40 minutes really amazing conversation or amazing activities together, or it's better to waste those 60 minutes. When you realize that it's much more important, not in the quantity, but in the quality of your time. Sometimes even like a person will be late for half an hour, but you still have half an hour. That means that take advantage of the half an hour and spend as much of the time, quality time with that person. Engage in conversation, engage in activities. And then you, of course, after that hour, you're able to speak and share what happened. But if you start by attacking other person, why are you late? I was waiting for half an hour. That means you most likely will lose that 30 minutes because sometimes, a lot of times, you don't know what other person did to show up half an hour late. What they did, what they tried to do. Because sometimes, a lot of times, people did everything to make things happen. But life is life. You never know, and people are late. But now, when you understand that people are late, not because it's their fault, but for different reasons, and they want to spend time with you and really take advantage of the 30 minutes. I think that when partners are really starting valuing the things that we have and that time that we have, and not really thinking what happened those 30 minutes, relationship becomes much more enriched because you value every single minute and you do not waste your time on thinking and judging what happened those 30 minutes. Those 30 minutes already passed. That means that those 30 minutes could be used in a much better way. Now, when I think about other parts of life, so let's say that when you're pursuing some kind of skill, building a business, and of course, it's very important to set goals in life. And that means you have a timeline. Say, I want you to build a business to a $1 million mark by the end of the year. And now by the end of the year, you are at $500,000 mark, not a million. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I was not able to reach 1 million, so probably business not for me," or and they quit. Say like, "I'm not able to reach that," or specifically with a skill. People think that, "Oh, I need to build that skill by the end of the year, and if I'm not will be able to reach it, probably it's not for me." Now, so many people have lost their dreams because they're thinking that if they will not be able to reach their goal by a certain time, that means it's showing that they need to quit. This is the best time to really double down and thinking what I did right, what I did wrong, and what I need to pivot to next time I hit that goal. Because a lot of times when you do not hit your goal, that's the best time to learn. Because when you hit your goal, most times people do not think about what they did wrong and what they did right. Because at the end of the day, they achieved their goal. But when you miss your goal, you're constantly able to think in all the things that you did right and did wrong. And then, of course, change the things that didn't work. And then, of course, pursue your goal with extra effort. And of course, things will next time will be much, much better. So when I think about one of the biggest mistakes that people do is that if they are late, they quit altogether on the things that they want to do. But that's one of the biggest mistakes because even you're late, you still are able to pursue the things that you want, achieve the great success, have a relationship that you want, have the skill that you want, build the business that you want, and really become the person that you want to become. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.